Well, for many years, I've felt huge guilt that when my mother died in '48, I was 14 or 15, that I didn't go on to say college for the whole year, which was expected. And somehow, no one was available somehow. It just didn't happen. I think I would have gladly done it once I started. I would have done it for the year. But I felt a lot of guilt about over the years about not having happened. And I went to a workshop at Mount Madonna with Stephen Levine, and he was somebody got alarmed when I tell the story. And his advice was just to go something like 3 days. This is at Mount Madonna, just talking to her, and writing to her, and communicating with her. And it was complicated too because it was a mixed relationship with my mother. I didn't feel cared for. I guess is the way I put it. She was runner-up for Miss Chicago, which I like, and we have beautiful children and family. That's one. So when I learned that tonight it was possible to say college, I thought, well, I am going to take advantage of it. At first I was keeping it at arm's length and not exactly participate. I wasn't even sure I would do this. So and somehow it seems way better having you guys all here. At first I just wanted to talk only to Eli about it, which is kind of a private conversation, which we haven't had yet, maybe we will, but just about the mixed feelings, because after my mother died, and I did not say college for all those days afterwards, I stopped going to temple. I mean, it just didn't mean that much to me. I went to Sunday school with my sister shortly before that time. It was quite a Sunday morning. I saw an accident, someone had been killed. So that didn't help matters. But I felt alienated somehow, and the family hasn't made much of Judaism. My father was born Orthodox in Russia around the turn of the century, roughly around 1903. The family moved of all places to Goshen, Indiana, and then from Goshen, Indiana to Chicago. And my father was a podiatrist and very conscientious about the work that he did, foot surgeon, and some of the books I've written, this one, God is in the Cracks, is a good bit in my father's voice as I heard him. And he would create art supports for his children, and it was like, I don't know what was wrong with me. I mean, it wasn't clear that I needed these things, but somehow it was a way of interacting with him. And he would talk about, he became a Rosicrucian in the latter part of his life. And so I attended one or two of his briefings or readings or practices in the basement of our home in Skokie, Illinois. It's a highly conservative neighborhood, and so it was appropriate that he burn incense and candles and so forth in the basement. So I wrote a poem called Rosicrucian in the basement. And a lot of that is in my father's voice, the things that he would say as he was working at my feet. The idea, an exciting image was the idea of doing a very practical thing, feet, read. And then at the same time, going into these more mystical, crazy places.